stopped and asked, "What do you have to do to go to heaven?" Little Tommy in the back bench stood up and said, "You gotta die first. And when you die, if you have not done anything eco-friendly, one good thing you will do, we will either bury your body or burn your body or cut it and put it to the birds, depending on what culture you come from. If you are a foodie, that's where you go. In another place, there are white-gowned ladies floating around in the clouds. But one thing is, you left your body here and went to heaven. You don't have a body. What do you do with good food and virgins?"
Does Islam believe in rebirth? If you ask only in rebirth, yes, Islam believes in rebirth. What we believe? That a human beings come to this world once. The Quran says that we give you life and you come on this earth. Then we cause you to die and then we resurrect you again in the next life. This is exactly what is mentioned in the Vedas. If you read Rig Veda, book number 10, it speaks about Punarjanam. Punar means next, Janam means life. So the Ved speaks about Punarjanam, about the next life. But unfortunately, most of the Hindus, they misunderstand the meaning of Punarjanam. Punar means next, Janam means life, we believe in the next life. You say Punarjanam, you say rebirth, we have no problem. But most of the Hindus, they believe in a philosophy known as samsara. It's a Sanskrit word, samsara, which means birth, death, birth, death. A cycle of reincarnation, a cycle of birth, death, birth, death, birth, death. This cycle of birth, death, or samsara or reincarnation is nowhere to be found in the Vedas. What they quote is a verse of Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, verse number 22, which says that like a human being takes off the old clothes and puts on new clothes, same way the soul throws away the old body and puts on the new body. As far as this is concerned, I have got no objection with the Bhagavad Gita. What are the criteria for a person to go to paradise, for a person to attain Jannah? And the answer to this question is given in Surah Al-Asr, chapter number 103, verse number 1 to 3, where Allah says, "Wal asr, innal insana lafi khusr, illa allazina amanu wa amilu salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr." By the token of time, man is verily in a state of loss, except those who have faith, those who do righteous deeds, those who exhort people to truth, and those who exhort people to patience and perseverance. For a person to attain P3, he has to do P4. P3 is, first P is the pleasure of Allah. To attain the pleasure of Allah, peace in this world, and paradise in the hereafter, to attain these 3 P, you have to do 4 Ps. The first P is the purity of faith. Second P is piety, righteous deeds. Third P is propagation, inviting people to truth. And the fourth P is patience and perseverance. Invite people to patience and perseverance. For any human being to attain the pleasure of Allah and peace in this world and paradise in the hereafter, he should have iman, that is purity of faith. He should have amal salihat, righteous deeds, piety. He should have watawasaw bil haqq. He should do watawasaw bil haqq, invite people to the truth, that is do propagation. And watawasaw bis sabr, invite people to patience and perseverance. To attain 3 Ps, you should follow the 4 Ps.